Alrighty. Let's see how we're looking here this morning. Yeah, it's good. Yes, sir, it looks good. Oh. Fusebox, a show for everybody, but not everybody will like it.
Hey, buddy, it's me. Listen, I'm running a little late. My appointment to get my back waxed got bumped back. So I'm headed to the studio now.
Oh, no sweat, bro. Oh, and Happy New Year. Say, how about swinging by Suicide Sally's and picking us up a tot platter to go? I got some cold ones on ice and thought maybe, we'd raise a glass to the new... Hey. Whoa, hey, guys. Hey, guys. Whoa. What the hell's going on?
Bill, what the heck is going on there?
I have no idea, bro. Hang on. All right, now, all right. What's that, guys? What's that? NFTs? You think we can get rich by creating NFTs? Non-fungible tokens. A unique and non-interchangeable unit of data stored on a blockchain, which is a form of digital ledger? And you say that NFTs can be associated with reproducible digital files, such as photos, videos, and audio? And that NFTs use a digital ledger to provide a public certificate of authenticity or proof of ownership, but do not restrict the sharing or copying of the underlying files? And the lack of interchangeability distinguishes NFTs from blockchain cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin. And because NFTs are all the rage right now, with people who have more money than sense, millennials, 40-year-old comic book collectors living in their parents' basement, hippies, and podcasters who can't get dates, Fusebox should get on the bandwagon so we can rake in millions and millions of dollars, or at least delude ourselves into thinking it's possible. Wow, that's amazing!
Yeah, NFTs!
Wow, you're gonna buy a peanut butter farm, huh? Oh, and a rocket ship? Nice little dudes. I think I'm gonna buy Elvis's DNA. And maybe, bring him back to life.
The king! Yay!
Well, what are we waiting for, dudes? Let's go make some NFTs. Come on! NFTs!
Milt? Guys? Hello? Hey, guys, are you there? Yeah. 2022. It's gonna be a great year.
Fusebox.
So NFTs, huh?
Yep.
You have no idea what an NFT actually is, do you?
Nope. Not a fucking clue, bro. Okay, this is Fusebox, number 188. Signal to noise. And you might be coming in a little fuzzy.
Yeah, you might need to clean your heads. Or maybe just a little gentle degaussing is in order, Or maybe just go ahead and rewind and start over. Oops. Hello, friends, and welcome in to this, the 188th edition of Fusebox, clinically entitled Signal to Noise, and we shall endeavor to explain that momentarily. I am your remastered from the original source to preserve its flavor host, Mark Rose, and over there, a guy who is always 100% signal and 0% noise, at least when he's upright. The deacon of decibels himself, Milt Keynes, everybody.
Yeah, thank you kindly. And a happy new year, bro. Really?
Well, the same to you, my friend, and may we all enjoy a prosperous one in 2022. It sounds like you're already planning to become entrepreneurial.
Oh, hell yes. NFTs, bro. They are the wave of the future.
So, what exactly are you planning? I mean, NFT-wise.
No idea. Eco and Milo are on fire with this thing, so, I don't know. But you know, they do have a nose for...
Wait a minute. You think taking financial advice from a couple of Japanese pocket squirrels is prudent?
Man, the way these last couple of years have played out, they have as much chance of being spot on as anybody.
Well, Milo did call that whole peanut butter shortage thing last fall, you know?
Yeah, and Eco nailed that prediction that Mark Zuckerberg was actually a giant insect in a polo shirt.
Well, this NFT craze has definitely bloomed over the last few months, and friends, if this all seems like a foreign language to you...
It's because it is a foreign language.
Yeah. An NFT, or non-fungible token, is a piece of art that is created as a unique one-off object and then is joined to this mysterious thing called the blockchain, a highly secure piece of software that acts as kind of a data repository for all the metadata associated with the art. For instance, who created it, when they created it, royalty information, banking information, and so on. So it's like a big registration card or maybe ledger for a unique piece of art. Now, financial transactions are all done using cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin or Ethereum or some other variety.
Yeah, the whole damn world's going nuts for these things. I mean, they're paying millions of dollars to get them.
Well, not quite. Yes, there are some pricey pieces out there for sure, just like there are some pricey paintings or pieces of pottery or metal sculptures. Not every NFT is going to fetch $1 billion out of the gate. A lot of the buzz actually has to do with the subject being minted, and also whom is doing the minting. It's very buzz-based, as usual.
So, what if I made an NFT from a person?
From a person?
Yeah. Say I, just hypothetically speaking here.
Yeah.
But just saying, I wanted to, make an NFT out of, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'd need to digitize her somehow, right? I mean, now, would she fit on a flatbed scanner? I mean, the real big industrial size.
I really wouldn't recommend that course of action.
Wouldn't fit on the scanner, huh?
Well, I think the legal issues would...
Hey, what about a drum scanner? I'm sure she'd fit around that. She's not very big, right?
Problematical, Mr. Keynes. Problematical.
Huh. Well, maybe you're right.
Nothing prevents you from creating a piece of artwork, though, right? Because that's what most folks...
Vinny!
Vinny?
My buddy Vinny. Oh, he's got a welding shop across town. He works on bus parts and stuff. Oh, hell, he could make a drum to fit that scanner. Hell, he could probably build the whole scanner. I gotta give him a call. I'll be back in the flesh.
Yeah. Well, it seems like a good time as any to take a short break. And maybe alert the authorities.
No. I forbid you to go.
A show for everybody, but not everybody will like it. Fuseboxshow.com.
And we're back. So, friends, we begin 2022 with a delightful program anniversary and an update as well, as it would seem we are now officially beginning our 8th year of these here shenanigans. Yay! Yeah.
Wow. Seems like just 7 years ago we started this thing.
Nice.
Who'da thunk it?
Surely not I. As I was just trying to stay sane back there in 2015 by giving myself some oddball audio assignments that clearly no one would pay me to do, so, and yes, but also, it was damn fine therapy.
Some might argue it's still mostly therapy.
Yes. Yeah, and I'd be inclined to agree with them. And over the last year, we've had, terrific opportunities to help produce some really fun projects. And it looks like that's going to continue in the coming year. And for that, I am most eternally grateful. But that's not all.
We're giving away this beautiful lounge suite?
No, Mr. Keynes. Something quite cool has happened, though. Just a few days ago, we received word that another radio station will be joining the Fusebox family. Radio station KXRW will now be carrying the program beginning in a couple of weeks, as it turns out.
Well, that calls for a shout-out, I do believe. Good on them.
Yeah.
Good on us.
Absolutely. Indeed, bartender, a round of good for everybody.
Now, these cats are located,
in Vancouver, Washington, just over the bridge there from us here in Portland.
Wow. All right, so our broadcast empire is growing.
One innocent and unsuspecting radio transmitter at a time. We are delighted to be sharing the air with the other fine programs there on KXRW.
And we promise we won't stink up the air. Really. Seriously. And seriously, really.
No, we shall not indeed. We might provide a giggle or two for you in the course of your day.
Or just depress the hell out of you and send you screaming into oncoming traffic.
Well, hopefully not that. KXRW offers streaming worldwide as well, so you can
enjoy the totally unique experience of hearing Fusebox on the radio.
Wow, just like the real thing, only more simulated.
So, you've undoubtedly heard this term, signal-to-noise ratio, perhaps, right? Usually, it's referring to the amount of noise floor relative to a pure audio signal. How much hiss or distortion is present in a recording or piece of audio equipment. Lately, however, this term has also been used to describe the amount of factual information to the amount of inaccurate information, or...
Lies?
Yes, lies. Or, as we like to call it around here on occasion, pigwind.
Yeah, buddy, and it's at gale force velocity about now.
It has reached a severe weather warning at the least. If there was ever a time to employ critical thinking, friends, I think that time would be now.
You know, it just seems like gaslighting has replaced sports as a national pastime.
It's a mutation of a process that started way back in the early crisis management days. I'm talking 40s, 50s, and 60s, when the actual manipulation of public perception was becoming an art form.
Hell, seems like it started even before that, yeah?
Well, yeah, an argument could be made that it actually truly started with the invention of the Public Relations Department, or publicity agent. It has now transformed, shall we say, into this ravingly mad cartoon, like some three-headed bird that quacks and tweets and barks at the same time.
Well, stuff is getting real for a couple of these liars. Like, come on down to Congress and tell us your story. In front of the nation, by the way.
Yeah, and you might have heard that Sean Hannity guy from Fox News just recently in the spotlight for some curious text he sent on the day before the insurrection and during.
You know, I'm just waiting for the hammer to come down on the organizers of that thing. I mean, you have some kind of war room set up in a hotel across town trying to coordinate the hijacking of democracy.
Yeah.
With all the usual suspects in there, you know, communicating with one another on how to stop the confirmation proceedings. I tell you, something has got to give way here.
Yeah. And actually, to that point, the signal-to-noise ratio there is pretty low. I'd say mostly noise. Not difficult at all to hear through this static.
We're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. Walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women, because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
Can you say failed coup?
Yes, we can. Another interesting side effect of all this static and distortion is that it appears to be fragmenting the very inner workings of the big lie machine as well. We're seeing reports of devotees spinning off and trying to distance themselves with great haste from the crazy machine just as fast as their little feet will take them.
Or the indictments will carry them.
Figurski Journal. So, friends, we are getting closer now to the premiere of the much-anticipated radio adaptation of Richard Holton's classic hypertext novel, Figurski at Findhorn, on acid. A project I've been sharing with you over the past few shows, and I can now say that production has wrapped on this epically absurdist jaunt.
Yeah? So, how you feel, man?
Well, I'm delighted. This was a sheer joy to produce, and we had some very, very talented folks featured in this production. Really, it's a first, really. A radio adaptation of a hypertext novel has not been done previously. So we're kind of blazing the trail here. And for those coming in for the first time, well, welcome. And secondly, this hypertext novel by Richard Holton was published in 2001 and was originally created using a now, sadly, lost software application called StorySpace. And the novel featured thousands of hypertext links, 3 main characters, 3 significant locations, and 1, well, perhaps 2, mechanical pigs. And yes, friends, acid. That acid. Yeah. Wild acclaim followed initial publication. But as you might imagine, these days, changes to computer operating systems and software upgrades, sadly, it just rendered Figurski at Findhorn on acid virtually unavailable. Lost in the mists of time for nearly 20 years. But wait! In 2021, a very talented team of undergraduate researchers at the Electronic Literature Lab, also known as ELL, at Washington State University, Vancouver, led by Dr. Deanie Gregar, successfully revived, reconstituted, and put it all back together neatly, making it available to the open web in both classic and contemporary formats. Now, here's where we all come in. Shortly thereafter, John Barber, who heads up the Creative Media and Digital Culture program at Washington State University and is executive producer for this Reimagine Radio series, that is going to be the platform for the premiere of the show. He devised a way, when writing the radio adaptation, to navigate the thousands of links in Holton's original novel and situate the 3 main characters, Frank Figurski, Nguyen Van Do, the no-hands cup flipper, and Fatima Michelle Vouchanger at Findhorn, the intentional New Age community at Findhorn, Scotland, along with, of course, and but also, the 2 mechanical pigs, and plenty of acid. So we've been highlighting the production process of this project over the past few programs, and at the same time, introducing the 3 main characters. Today, we meet the other 2 primary characters in this gloriously absurdist romp. The first is Nguyen Van Do, the no-hands cup flipper, played by Heath Houghton, and we join him as he describes a deliriously mind-warping experience at Findhorn.
Shanna and Zed tweezed me a shiny black square of acid before the start of Friday night sharing. And an hour later, all of Findhorn is glowing and growing, alive with nature spirits. Outrageous roses explode liquid reds and yellows into the snow. 3-foot zucchinis and basketball-sized broccoli erupt from volcanoes of sparkly sand. The human characters all seem connected by luminous threads to the earth and the sky. Voices ping and zip and mingle with the previously undetectable low squeaking sounds of plants, and in the distance, the ocean like a giant woolen muffler. All of us together sing a chorus to the great circle of being.
Holy carp. I think I just got a contact high.
Yeah, very possibly, Mr. Keynes. This one will definitely have you examining the zipper of the time-space continuum.
So, acid is just like a party favor, or...
Oh, it's openly served at the buffet table. Yeah.
As you do.
Yeah. So next, we have the man of the hour, Frank Figurski, played by our buddy Sam A. Mowry. A little backstory is important here, too, I think, before our introduction to Mr. Figurski. As Richard Holton writes in his original novel, Frank Figurski spent 21 years in graduate school without completing his Ph.D. In 1987, he was convicted of second-degree murder with diminished capacity for killing Harvard mathematics professor Quentin Kingsley. And then after spending 6 years in the Massachusetts Correctional Institution at Walpole, he was paroled in 1993 at the age of 48.
Hold up. He killed his mathematics professor?
Yes, true story. Yeah, and I've always speculated that he maybe bludgeoned him with a ceramic bookend shaped like a foo dog, Or maybe one of those decorative octopus lamps, All the characters in this radio adaptation are based on actual people. Some names have been slightly modified to prevent legal issues, but all totally real folks.
Wow.
Yeah. So we pick up this scene where Frank is on stage at Findhorn during what is referred to as Friday night sharing, where members of the group get up on stage and share something. So Frank, under the creeping influence of a little window pane acid, relates the following.
I'm trying to act normal, trying to follow the action, to be part of the scene. I think I found something in the dunes. You probably want it. Maybe it was intended for you, but it just dropped out of the sky is what I think. Wooden crate, partially buried in sand. Pried off a board with a pocket knife. Found inside something marvelous. Easy enough to hide. You're used to seeing me carry my duffel around now, taking up the extra seat beside me. Couldn't share. I didn't want to arouse suspicions by staying alone in the trailer. So here I am, up on the stage. Feels like I'm drawn here, natural and unnatural at the same time, that I wonder if I'm dreaming. Could this be the acid? Here is what I've been carrying around. A mechanical pig. It's mine. Finders keepers, losers weepers. It's a mechanical pig. One of two said to exist in the world. Have you seen the second one?
Yeah, I'm in.
Well, welcome aboard, Mr. Caines. You won't be bored, I assure you. Figurski at Findhorn on Acid premieres January 17th on KXRW at 1 p.m. Pacific Time, and a bunch of other stations as well that I'll list, but will also be available as a live stream and on-demand stream as well. You can go to reimaginedradio.net for full details there. Links are, of course, in the show notes for all that good stuff. And hopefully you'll be able to catch it in some form, because I do not think you will be disappointed. And with that little bit of altered state of awareness hanging in the air like a dancing paisley squid, we grab our vintage oscilloscope and oxygen-free test cables and scurry back down the subwoofer port, but not before thanking our contributors to this edition of Fusebox, Heath Houghton and Sam A. Mowry. Thanks as well to author Richard Holton for creating a marvelous rabbit hole to jump into with both flappy feet. John Barber for braving the daunting task of adapting Figurski at Findhorn on Acid and giving the green light for this project in the first place. And of course, thanks as well to the ever green light waving Doctor of Decibels, Milt Caines, for technical assistance and so forth and so on.
A pleasure as always. Oh, and hey, in case you haven't, because, you had one too many pink squirrels or something over the New Year's Eve, mash that subscribe button. And maybe even give us, a 9 out of 5 stars or something while you're there.
That would be most appreciated and welcome, friends. Truly would. I have been your factory refurbished to ensure quality host, Mark Rose, saying until our next cartoon.
Fusebox.
Can I make an NFT out of a whole state?